Hey, it's Henry from Versatile 3D. I'm going to show how to change out the hot end on the Printfarm printhead. And so what we have now is we've got a standard E3D hot heat block on this printhead now, which we want to change to a Volcano with 1mm nozzle. This has been preheated and tightened and it's ready to go. It just needs to be installed and plugged in. You'll need a 3mm Allen key to do this, so we'll go ahead and get started now. Just pull the Velcro piece off that holds the cables in place. Get them out of the way and pull the heatsink fan off. I'll try to get my hands out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So here I'm going to pull the heatsink fan off. I just kind of throw it off to the side there. There it is, out of the way. And either use your Allen key, or I've got these set up. I like they're a little bit easier to use. Well, that's the wrong size. So we'll use the Allen key. That's it there. So just take the two screws that hold the adapter clamp on. That's the groove mount clamp. That hold them onto the adapter block. The adapter is what holds the nimble to the heatsink and allows you to adapt those two together and allows a flow path for the filament. So I just pull these two out till they're just about out there and just kind of hold them like that. And there it is in your hand. And so now this is just undo the thermistor, the heat connection, and it's in there pretty tight. There it is. There's the standard. Ooh, that's dirty. So there's the standard I'm taking out. Get that cleaned up, and we're going to go ahead and put the 1mm on here. We've got a 1mm also on the primary printhead, so we're going to be printing these parts out with 1mm nozzles to make them real nice and thick. These are for the face shield visors for the COVID effort, and we're going to try to get a lot of those made fast. With the 1mm nozzle, they'll be nice and strong. We got PTG coming in a couple of days. Hopefully we'll be able to start making them with that instead of the PLA. We know that they like the PTG a little stronger, although the PLA is really coming out strong anyhow. So that is lined up with the fan and in a good position, tightened up. So we'll just go ahead and tighten the two screws on the adapter clamp. That's done. Go ahead and snap the heatsink fan back on. Make sure it's clipped on right. There's a little duct on the bottom which pushes a little more air down into the heat break on this. Here, I'll show you. So this area here allows just a little bit more airflow back to evacuate the air that collects, the hot air that collects around the heat break down in the middle here, down between the heat break and the heat block. So the heat break tube right inside there collects air. So this helps to evacuate that warm air, and it gives you a little bit more forgiveness for clogging and whatnot. Plug the power connector in, bring the thermistor connector over, we'll put our cables back on, get everything nice and tidied up. Alright, so now the nozzles are raised up, completely up and out of the way, and we'll home the bed, bring it to 0. Once the bed is at 0, after it's homed, we're going to bring it up to 0. and then we're gonna bring the print heads out into the middle of the print surface, and we are going to level each nozzle independently to the print surface, generally in the area where they're going to be printing. So I would want this one to be leveled about there and this one to be leveled in this area. So we're going to move them to where they have to go. So we'll spread that guy back out a little bit. That's about how much room we're going to need. Alright, so they're roughly in the middle of their work area, so the adjustment screw is here to lower the nozzle to the bed. So we just lower that. Well, first, we haven't brought the bed up to 0. I only brought the XY to the middle. Alright, now the bed is at dead on 0. We've leveled it. It is ready to go, so we just bring the nozzles down till they hit the bed. Tighten them up. This one till it hits the bed. Tighten it up, and they're dead on at 0. And I like to take my Post-it note. That feels really good. Perfect, those feel great. So those are leveled up and ready to go. This is ready to print. So that's it. That's how we level up and change a print head, or change the hot end on the Printfarm print head. We're going to load this thing up with filament here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and start printing, just like you see back there. And that's it. Thanks for watching.